everybody, Eddie coming to you from Flagstaff, Arizona with another video here. Today's video I want to talk about, kind of a touch up on another video. Saw a video yesterday, a friend had posted on her fan page, and powerful video. I forgot who the narrator was, a buddy of mine told me who it was, but I forgot his name. Anyways, there's the bits and pieces from Will Smith, E.T. the hip-hop preacher speaking, so on and so forth. And it pissed me off and it pumped me up all at the same time. And it pumped me up just because it makes you think, makes you realize that you have dreams in here. You have a big heart, and if you keep pushing forward, your dreams are attainable. They're there in front of you. The road is not going to be an easy road, but you can get to your dream. You can reach it. You can affect other people. You can change your life. The way your life is right now, if you're unhappy, doesn't mean that's how life needs to be for you. E.T. the hip-hop preacher talks about we're so focused on other people. And a lot of it is because we're so unhappy with ourselves, we're so unhappy with our situation, that we got to find something in other people that will raise our standards or our value of ourselves, or at least we think it is, that puts us above others. Rather than looking in the freaking mirror, focusing on yourself, growing in self-development, learning more about yourself, learning who you are, where you're at, where you want to be, and what are you going to do to get there. And it got me kind of pumped up in the sense that, here's this, I had to pull this out. There's this movie that you guys have seen. I see a lot of quotes from this movie being put on Facebook from Pursuit of Happiness. And if you've watched that, it's a emotional movie. It makes you get that sick feeling in your stomach, like, man, this poor guy, you know, the poor kid, you know, sleeping in bathrooms, this guy's struggling, he's failing. And then in the end, or at least of the movie, the guy finally reaches his dreams. And so people pull quotes, they pull videos, they pull it from all this stuff from these movies, YouTube, put it on Facebook, but they don't live what it is that they're sharing. They don't live. They're not willing to step away from their friends to achieve a dream. They're not willing to step away from step out of their comfort zone to achieve a dream. They're not willing to grow in self-development or invest in themselves to achieve the dream. And everybody wants this dream, everybody wants to be here, but nobody wants to go that distance in between. Nobody wants to travel that rough road from here to here, because it sucks. Because you're going to be called a failure. You're going to be looked down upon. You're going to be questioned by others. You're going to question yourself. Is it worth it? If this is freaking worth it up here, then get your ass up here no matter what it is. No matter what you have to do. Quit worrying about what other people think. And then there was a quote on that video was, someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. You can change your reality. I watched a video by Cheryl Drebit, I believe is her last name, and she posted, she goes, I hate the saying that you only live once. She's all BS, you live daily. Yesterday does not have to stay the same. I can change today. When you wake up this morning, what are you going to do to change today? For myself, I fell asleep. My son wanted to watch a movie last night. He said, dude, I'll watch it with you, but I ain't going to last long. And he's like, alright. So next thing you know, he's shaking me. He says, good night, Dad, I'm going to bed. And I was already out. Woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, wide awake, good to go. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to wake up early? Do you need those extra 2 hours of sleep? Do you need that extra hour of sleep? Are you willing to wake up an hour earlier than normal to do some reading, to grow in self-development, to do a video, to exercise, to do yoga, something that's going to improve you, improve the road that you're on? So, a little emotional, yes, that video got me pumped up. And it made me think about what had happened to me yesterday. Yesterday I woke up, made some phone calls, you know, reach out to people sometimes and saying, hey man, you might want to check this out, self-development, this thing will help you grow. And I share this with people because I love them, I care for them, I want to help others. And one thing I realized yesterday was I failed. So I'm going to be called a failure by some. I went out on video, put it online, that my book will be done by August 17th. Well, guess what? It's not going to be done by August 17th. I met a man in May, Eric Worre, author, big-time network marketer, teacher, a coach. The guy is just full of value, who challenged me to get it done in 90 days. Well, guess what, guys? I didn't get it done in 90 days, and that I still have one more week to go. But here's the thing. Things happen for a reason. And it wasn't that I am failing. It's that it's going to be prolonged. I received some information that there was a walk in Albuquerque called Out of the Darkness. And that was something that I decided on September 7th that I was going to make. And then I started getting worried about how am I going to come up with the money. I need to get my ass there. I'm going to do it. This will be a good way to end the book. And then as I'm sitting there worried about that, I received an email from a group that I'm with. It's called NACA, Native Americans for Community Action. And they are having an event. They are having a walk in my hometown of Williams, Arizona on September 13th. And I thought, what better way to end this freaking journey than the town I grew up in, the town where I've lost friends to suicide, the town where I've buried family and friends that have taken their lives, and decided this is where it needs to be. This is happening for a reason. And then decided, all right, let's just, instead of making it a 2-hour walk, made some calls yesterday, going to look at hosting a golf tournament. Need to put together a golf tournament to raise money for awareness, to raise money for a nonprofit that I truly support and believe in, and that a lot of that part of the proceeds or part of my profits are going to go towards funding this nonprofit organization. So some of you might think I'm failed, but you know what? Setting that deadline, had I not set that deadline, it wouldn't have influenced others to share their story with me sooner. Because to ask somebody to share their story with me on how losing a loved one has affected their lives is not an easy thing to do. But thank God that these people are willing to share their stories, willing to help other people, and also growing and also releasing what it is that they have within that they didn't even know that still resided after losing somebody in there. So anyways, all I can say is keep going for your dream. Keep following your passion. You got something up here. You need to get going. You are gonna hit roadblocks. You are gonna fail. Things aren't gonna go as perfect. It's not gonna go smooth. Anything that you want to reach, anything that you see attainable, it's not gonna be easy road. There's this thing called life that throws in roadblocks. Losing a loved one, losing a job, the economy. There's so many things that you can blame your misfortunes on that will justify you on not getting here. Screw that. Throw those to the side. Overcome them. Surround yourself with like-minded people and get it done. So anyways, 4 o'clock in the morning. Got about half a pot of coffee in me. So anyways, you guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are when you're watching this. Talk to you soon.